Hey everybody, get on in here. Felt like I was being tied down. Anyway, get on in here. We got lots to talk about today. I got my water. I've almost got all my stairs. Somebody asked yesterday, do I count going down as one and coming up as one? No, I count the whole up and down as one. And I got my 11 in yesterday. The day before that, I got in 12, but I didn't count it. Didn't count it because I got them all in before about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, hey, I got in an extra one. So I thought I'd tell you what time I was coming on today. I wanted to listen to something at 12 o'clock. So I decided to do my show at 1 o'clock. And it's busy around here today. There's Laura. So get on in here and let's talk about wannabes. Yep. Not worker bees, wannabes. We all have this tendency to look at somebody who's doing something wonderful, who has a wonderful organized home, and we want to be like them. We join Fly Lady thinking just by joining, it's going to make us a Fly Lady. And we're going to get our home organized. But guess what? Wannabes have got to be worker bees. Because if they're not worker bees, I messed up. Hold it just a second. I got to turn off my Wi-Fi. Hold on. There we go. I did it. I did it without losing you. I'm so happy. I might have froze up for a minute, but I did it without losing you. But we can, what was the old saying? If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Well, guess what? We can wish all day long that we want our house to be clean, but it ain't going to happen unless we get up and do something. And we don't do things because we procrastinate. And we procrastinate because we don't think we have time. That's our perfectionism. So perfectionism causes us to procrastinate. That procrastination makes our house look awful. And then we just sit back wishing, wanting to be like somebody else or wanting our house to be. We want to be organized, but we don't know how to be because we don't work at it. And I know we hate the term working, chores. We hate all that. But we have taken what was something that was a drudgery, and we've turned it into something entirely different. We've turned it into a blessing. Your home is yours. You take care of your home because you love your home. You love your family. We are blessed by our homes, and in turn, we bless our homes. So quit being a wannabe and be a worker bee. And let's get some things done. Now, I have a little message for two of my little followers that listen to me while their mommy listens to me. And it's Benjamin and Micah. You boys are so cute. I mean to tell you. They told their mother overheard them talking about Fly Lady was the tooth fairy. Well, I'm not the tooth fairy. But you're not the first ones to think that, because we had a great testimonial one year. Let me see if I can get this out of. And it was about the feather duster. And the lady at that time, we had two sizes of feather dusters. We had a large feather duster like this one, and we had a smaller feather duster. I'm going to pull out my little favorite one here that's a pen. So we had a big feather duster and a little feather duster, but it wasn't this little. But this is all sparkly and I like it. She ordered both feather dusters. She got a big one and a little one for her child. And she told him that when the feather duster got here, that they were going to have to use it gently. And I don't remember word for word what the testimonial said, but what she did was she just built him up to when it got there. And then he had never feather dusted in his whole life. He was 5 or 6 and he had never feather dusted. And so she showed him how to be gentle, and he ran around the house, and he blessed his baby sister, and he blessed the ladybugs in the windowsill. He even blessed the dead spider. And he just went around the house blessing everybody with his feather duster. And then he ran back to his mommy and he said, "Mommy, I bet you didn't know I was such a good house blesser." And she wrote in parentheses, she said, "Fly Lady, do you come to these children in their sleep like the tooth fairy?" "No, I don't. I'm not the tooth fairy. But I do give them a simple, easy way to keep their homes in order without going nuts." And we can do this. Let me put it back in my little jar. We can do this. I can't reach it. But the main thing is we got to pick up the duster and we got to use it. It can't sit in our vase all day or hidden in a closet. It has to be utilized. It can't want to dust. It has to be used. So, quit thinking about being a wannabe and get up and do something about it. Now, you can read my essays. You can read my Ask Fly Lady questions. You can do all of that. And that's going to kind of sink in. But until you get up off your bottom and do something, you're not going to see the results of those actions. So do you hear me? You got to be a wannabe. You got to be a worker bee. You can do this. If I did it, anybody can. Well, I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi, and I had to go back in and turn on the Wi-Fi. I got to put that on my little note, and I haven't hit this button yet. I'm scared to hit it, afraid to mess it up. I want you to see success in your home, and it's not going to happen until you quit wishing it would happen and get up and do something about it. Your actions speak louder than your words or your thoughts. We've got to change the negative thoughts that are going on to something positive. So when you hear yourself say it, and I want you to start recognizing when you hear yourself say this, "I don't have time." When you hear those words, "I don't have time," 4 ugly words, which mean procrastinate. When you hear yourself say, "I don't have time," I want you to stop right there and say, "I have 2 minutes." Set your timer for 2 minutes. And if you don't have a timer, get one. This is the handiest thing to have around. I have one in my kitchen. I have one by my chair. I have one by right here so that I can time us. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And it's 2 minutes to peace. 2 minutes to peace. And you're going to see a world of difference in your home. Monday, I think I posted how many things we can do in 2 minutes. Literally, we can get something done in 2 minutes. We don't have to stay all hung up on the fact that 2 minutes isn't going to get it done right. Because when you say the words, "I don't have time," what you're really saying is, "I don't have time to do it right." Because we've been told since the day we were born, and thank goodness, since the day we were born and we were actually given a chance to live, we've been told since the day we were born that if you don't do it right, don't do it at all. We didn't listen to anything else they said, but we listened to that. So set your timer for 2 minutes and do 2 minutes of the thing you said you didn't have time to do. Sometimes I just do 2 minutes all day long. Two. And you'll be amazed at how much you can get done. So quit in your head saying, I don't have time, to say, I have 2 minutes. I'm going to take 2 minutes. I warmed up my leftovers for lunch today. Instead of standing in front of the microwave, watching the turntable go round and round and round, you know what I did? I got my butt down those stairs and did 2 trips up and down the stairs and got back with plenty of time to spare. Do you see? 2 minutes. You can get a lot done. I've practically got all my stairs in today because I have been consistent with it. I've gotten some laundry done. I went downstairs to look for a UPS package that didn't get delivered. The truck was in my driveway, but it didn't get delivered. So you see, 2 minutes can change your home. 2 minutes is doable. 2 minutes is worth setting your timer and doing it. Get up off your bottom and quit being a wannabe and be a worker bee. It's going to change everything. That's my goal this year. It's not a goal. It's my word. It's discipline. So when I hear myself think of something that needs to be done, instead of writing it down or forgetting about it, I get up and do it right then. It's the do it now principle for me. It's being disciplined in my thoughts. We can do this. 2 minutes is going to change your life. 2 minutes is going to empty your dishwasher. 2 minutes is going to mop your floor. You do it with me every week. So folks, get up and get moving. Because wannabes can be worker bees if they take that wannabe notion that you're thinking about and get up and work toward it. It's all it takes. It's all it takes. We had so Benjamin and Benjamin and Micah, I'm not the tooth fairy. But guess what? I know how to keep your parents from fussing about your room, being messy. You just have to pick up after yourself, baby. Just pick up after yourself. If you get it out, you put it away. If your bed is made up in your bedroom, it's going to make your room look so much better, and your parents aren't going to fuss at you. If your clothes are picked up off the floor and put in your hamper, it's amazing how clean your room can look. And this works for us too. If your bed is made, your room looks clean. If your dirty clothes are up off the floor, wow, this is half the battle. It works for adults and it works for kids. So folks, quit complaining that you don't have time and set your timer for just 2 minutes. And the kids will love to play this game. They love this game, setting their timer for 2 minutes. Get some note cards and write down the ways to clean up their room. Put away their shoes. And don't say go clean your room. That's the wrong way to handle this. Because if I told you to go clean your house, where would you want to start? So put together 5 or 6 cards that say, make your bed, pick up your shoes, pick up your dirty clothes, put your toys away, put your books away, and then you can feather dust easily. Throw away your trash. So if you wrote all these things down on little bitty cards, you can get a lot done. Let me warn you, when Justin was young, I was messy. He mentioned to me not long ago, Mom, I wished you could have been organized when I was little, but I wasn't. It wasn't until I was 43 years old that it stuck with me, and I figured out why. I could never keep my house clean, and it was because I never established a habit. So get into the habit of making your bed every day. Get into the habit of shining your sink. Get into the habit of decluttering 15 minutes every single day. These habits stick, and those habits will help to keep your house in order. So somebody asked me about our office in a bag, to show them what's in our office in a bag. Well, our office in a bag comes plain. It doesn't come with a notebook because we've all got 3-ring binders around our house. But I want to show you the inside. This is the back, and this is the front. It has a zippered pocket up here, and it has little little pockets to put pens and things in, and then this is a place to hold your checkbook or whatever you want to put there. But you can stick your bills back here, and we all have these 1-inch notebooks all around our house. Just reuse one, or they're $1 at Walmart. This is our purple bag. I don't even know if we have any of these right now, but this has a handy little handle that doesn't get in the way, so you can lay it flat open on your kitchen counter. And people put their control journal in here. They use it for lots of things. College students love it because it doesn't take up a lot of room. It'll fit in their backpacks. They can just carry this with a book inside of it. This is a great tool for us. You can put your emergency papers in a red one. I don't even have a red one in here right now. But put together a red one. I think we've got some of those coming in. But it's a great tool. I had to send somebody a link to one I did on hotspots. And it's in our, you'll see it, it's all about hotspots. And I kiss Alex Trebek in a picture, because I like Jeopardy. Take a few minutes today. Today's Wednesday. It's Anti-Procrastination Day. Anti-procrastination. What do we do on anti-procrastination? We clean out refrigerators. I cleaned mine out yesterday because it was trash day. But Wednesday's last call, cleaning out the refrigerator. Oh, I have an awful story to tell you. Last night, Tulip went outside. She comes running back in, and she comes inside with a dead rabbit. I almost died. She brought a dead rabbit in the house. Oh, it was awful. So what do? We take a Ziploc bag, and I had to hold it open. For Robert to put the rabbit in the bag. I said, okay, put it in the freezer now. Well, he wouldn't put it in the freezer. Even though it was in a clean Ziploc bag, he would not put it in the freezer. It's in my trash can, but it's sealed up in a Ziploc bag. The presents they bring you. So, folks, I love my Ziploc bags. Well, y'all have fun the rest of the day. Let's get some things done. My cat brought in a baby. You got to be careful with baby snakes. We've had them we had a little ringneck snake come in the house with a cat once upon a time. We've had a frog brought in the house with the cat. But snakes with tiny yellow tips on their tail, they are copperheads. So if they bring a and they're about this long, and they look like worms, but they got a little yellow tip on their tail, they are copperheads. This rabbit had been dead for a while. Ask me how I know. It was awful. Awful, I tell you. Why put it in the freezer? To keep it from smelling. That's why I wanted to put it in the freezer, so it wouldn't stink up my trash can. But I got a little tip for you. When you get your trash bags, put a bunch of them down in the bottom of the trash can so you don't have to look for trash bags to put a fresh bag in. That's where I keep my trash bags, in my big old trash can. And my trash can is a big, huge crock. It's a crock. Y'all have a good day. I got more stuff to do. I'm working hard. I got to get this up on YouTube. You know, if you miss us on Facebook, it's going to be on our website under the Facebook Live videos. Just scroll down a little bit more. I bet you didn't know we had a long homepage. Those of you who are on your computer right now, go to our homepage, flylady.net, and just scroll down, and you're going to see the live videos. It's a double column thing with Ask Fly Lady, the morning musing, Test to Fly, Habit of the Month. You'll see it all right there. It's all good. It's really all good. Well, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. You know what we do on Thursdays? Keeps us from having to do things on Saturday so we can have fun with our family. I love you all. I'll see you later.